today I'm doing a green eye look, or green eye makeup look, and the main colors that we're going to be using are by Ulta, and this was given to me by a friend of mine, so thank you very much, Olga, and she got it at, obviously, Ulta. Those rhyme, that's pretty funny. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started. As you can see, I have one eye done. I don't know if you can see those colors or not, but I'll definitely post pictures at the end if you are interested. And I am adding one color just to add a little bit of depth to it, and that's from this Revlon Duo or Quad, and it's the black at the bottom. So I'll talk you through each of the steps as we go through it, and let's get started. First, I'm going to apply my eye primer by Mary Kay, and I use this every time. So using Wet n Wild Beauty Benefits Dual Effects Eye Pencil. Yeah, and that's in French. So I'm using the side that's like a silvery color. It's white, actually. I don't know if you can see it. The only thing with this is, like, you don't want to use too much of it because it will crease. You want to just apply that all over your eyelid. It's pretty stiff. I'm going to take that color that I was applying earlier before I made a mistake and just start it right there in the inner corner. And it's going to stick really well because of that, what we just applied to your eye. That same brush, I'm going to wipe it off a little bit and apply the next color up, which is like this green color. It turns out to be really like vibrant when you put it on that, on top of that shadow. So next we're going to just apply this right next to it, kind of overlapping it a little bit. And as you can see, it's way cool. You want to go all the way up to your crease line, just patting, not rubbing back and forth that the bottom color there, and use that with the same brush. Don't take too much of it. And we're going to just fill in the rest of that area with that dark green. And it doesn't really take a whole lot for this to show up, so don't be like, you know, rubbing your thing in it very long, because the dark colors really stand out. Okay, so you're going to kind of create a little bit of a V. Now that I've done that part, I'm going to kind of sweep it, not really sweep it, sorry. Just tap it along the top of those colors. A look is successful when you take time to blend, and definitely make sure the eyes match as well. That's the important part. Because if you went way out with the color on this one and you didn't on the other one, that's kind of annoying. Okay, now that I've used that, I'm going to take a blender brush that doesn't have it, anything on it. Okay, and I'm just going to slightly go over those colors, starting at the lightest point and dragging them just a little bit so that you can't quite see those vertical lines anymore. And then also I'm going to kind of blend out that top line of that dark green. I'm actually going to use that blender brush, the one that I just used. I'm going to take that top color, this light, it's almost like an ivory. I'm going to go on the top, starting here, and taking all of those color, all the way around the top of my eyebrow bone. Tapping, not spreading, just tapping. And then I'm also going to glide it along the side here. I haven't seen too many people do this, but I always do it for some reason. Now we're actually going to use the same colors to go underneath the eye, and we're going to start with, this is a brush that I got from the same set as the other one that I've been using, with the black handle. And this brush is, I think it's for like lip color. But what I do is I wet it, this color here. So you're just going to take your brush, get a good amount of color on it. Just go about a third of the eye. We're going to do the same thing with the next color, this green. You want to start right where you left off, going out the other third of the eye that you just stopped at, and take that dark green with that same brush. Start right where you left off and lift up with the colors. Now that we have that color, I'm actually going to go back in with this Revlon. Okay, it's Sultry Smoke is the color. And I'm going to take a different brush. This one's a little bit smaller. Okay, it's actually from a different set. It's the silver set. I don't know where I got it from. Just take a little bit of that. I'm going to go in the inner corner or the outer corner. Just circle. Do some circle motions. And then just barely kind of tap at the top of that. Bringing that darker color in towards this center and towards the inner corner. Okay, if it looks like you have too much of that color and you want to add that dark green again, you can, which I did on the other eye, so I'm going to do on this one as well. For it again. Rimmel, and the color is Jungle Green, number 031, and it's this right here. Hopefully you can see that color. Okay, basically all I'm doing, I'm actually not using any black liner today. I'm using this on my waterline as well as the above the my top lash line. So I'm going to do that top lash line first. Go in and start at the inner corner. I want to get really close to the eyelash line. Just go all the way across. And then when you get to the corner, you actually want to kind of pull it up like a cat eye. Okay, now that I'm done there, I'm going to go to the bottom and do my water. Sorry, I don't know if you can see that. Alright, now that the liner is done, we're going to go back and line in my eyebrows, and then we'll do mascara. I'm using Maybelline, I think. Yeah, Maybelline Great Lash Blackest Black Mascara. And it has a curved brush, and I like that. It's not really volumizing, so I definitely go back with a couple of coats to make it look vibrant. Not vibrant. To make it look more dramatic. Don't get your hair in the mascara. Not good, especially if you have blonde hair. And some people don't do this, but I always do the top and the bottom of the lash so it coats it thicker, as well as the lower lash. And hopefully you can see it. I'll put pictures at the end so you can see if the color wasn't that clear on the camera. And I hope you enjoyed. Leave comments, feedback, anything that you want to say about the look, or what you might want to see in the future. And thank you all for watching and subscribing and commenting. And there'll be some more looks coming up soon.